Well, hello everyone. It's Thursday night and we are borderline meltdown mode here in Puppy Central. Hello, Puppy Central. Here, you should get back up where everybody can see you. Hello, Era23. Hello, Nick C. Hello, Brad Pritchard. Apologize again for the selection of game, Brad. Alright, okay. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Did you get her a second spaying? No. No, and Brad, don't blame Evie for this. This is me. I've been getting this is the only game that I've been playing. I'm way into it. Millie is super into it too. You can see that was a bark of approval and enthusiasm. Not a puppy melting down because it's warm here. So, yeah, she just came off of her. We had her on like pain meds and relaxers and anxiety medication until a couple days ago. But I think one problem is it's like been like in the high 80s. It's too hot to walk her after work. So I've been playing with her a bunch. I walk her in the morning. I play with her a bunch when I get out of work. But I think she just needs to cool down. What do you think, Moo? She gonna go? What are you doing, girl? Huh? I think if you just allow yourself to relax, you find yourself chilling out. Yeah. You're like, whoa. No, not like that. I have barriers erected around the room to keep off, like my trash can and my bookshelves barriered off over here. She's trying to bust through it right now. That's not what we do with barriers. She's been screwing stuff up too. She's been all getting into stuff. So she we have like a $500 portable air conditioner, the kind where you have to run the vents through the windows. And it started getting hot this week, and my wife went to turn it on and it wouldn't start. And then she looked behind it and Millie had chewed the cords. And we learned to our dismay that you can't, like, repair places won't take care of that. So we just had to basically buy a replacement. Hey. Hold on. I think I need to get her something she can chew on that's gonna keep her occupied. Did she eat my animatronic Chauncey? No, in fact, I'm thinking about covering Chauncey up because she gets provoked by Chauncey. I don't know why. I keep telling her, Millie, Chauncey's a sweet old lady. Yeah, she's already, when I say Chauncey's a sweet old lady, she's already looking up there. She's a sweet old lady. Yeah, that Chauncey's a sweet old lady. she's assuming the eat Chauncey position. She's a sweet old lady. You should be nice to Chauncey. Yeah, you should be nice to Chauncey. She's a sweet old lady. She knows Chauncey's name, and she knows that I refer to Chauncey as a sweet old lady. And all it does, whenever I feed Chauncey or I'm nice to Chauncey or give Chauncey a treat, all it does is piss her off. And she starts freaking out. So I gotta make sure when I feed Chauncey, like, she's out of the room. I keep trying to, because they say dogs, they can understand when you're being kind to another animal. And for some dogs, that'll make the dog think, yo, you're a good person. Not with her. She's like, why are you giving anything to that piece of shit instead of me? All right, hold on. I'm going to go grab something for her. I got her one of her favorite treats. It takes her a little while, like 5-10 minutes to eat. This is a honey-coated water buffalo trachea. It's good stuff. She loves this. Unless she starts playing the drop it and pick it up game. That could turn into another meltdown. That's what she likes to do, is drop stuff off the side of the bed, and then I pick it up. Oh, no, she's gone now. Punishing Chauncey for Millie's misdeeds. No, I'm still nice to... Oh, there she is. I'm still nice to Chauncey. Anya's working on some sort of dried cow throat. That's. I'm pretty sure this is what this is. Yeah, a trachea. I think it says it's a water buffalo trachea, but I don't know. Maybe that's another word for cow. I don't know why you'd have to get a water buffalo to do it. I think these cows are more plentiful, but maybe it's gourmet when it's a water buffalo. Is she eating bone meal? Alali. And hello, Alali. I don't think I said hi to Alali. Hello. Yeah, she's a cute baby with the polka dot socks. She's being a little meltdowny. Yeah, a couple of times I've taken Chauncey out of the cage while Millie's around, and each time I get scared and I put Chauncey back really quick, because sometimes Chauncey startles and she'll fly and like crash and land on the ground. And I'm pretty sure she'd be dead in about a half a second if she crash landed in front of anywhere near Millie. Do dogs love bone meal? Is this well known? So, well, this was something I gave her earlier, and this is actually a beef tendon, but this is actually really tough, and she can only deal with this so much. But the other thing I gave her, the trachea, she can actually work through that. And usually it takes her about, I don't know, 10 minutes. The first time we gave one to her, it took her an hour, but her teeth have come in, or a lot more than before. She's still teething a little bit. Hey, Millie. Hey, come here. She's trying to bury the trachea in my pillows. So sometimes she does that sort of thing, where she'll like, hey, Millie. Now she's going to try and bury it behind my pillows. Just chew it. Just eat it. Eat it, Mo. You don't have to find a place to hide it. The whole point is that you stop being dramatic and eat the treat. Yeah, you're supposed to enjoy it. It's supposed to encourage you to sit still for a little while. See, because the idea is, if something causes her to sit still for 5 or 10 minutes, and we know she's tired, she's like a toddler who got too tired from playing too much, and she just needs to relax for a minute. Anya's been working on this one for about an hour, and she's about half the size of Millie, but her teeth are extremely sharp. Yeah, now, like I said, Millie, it used to take her a couple hours to get through a trach. Now it's like, if she's like not distracted the way she is right now, and she just goes to chewing it, she'll be done in 5 to 10 minutes. So, and she's been getting through her bully sticks. When she pays attention to the bully stick, she'll get through the bully stick. It's like a rawhide stick in a few hours, but that still takes her longer. I think the appeal of the trachea for her, as opposed to the other stuff, is she can get through it. It's sort of like eating. Like the bully stick is not really like eating, because she didn't get enough of it in a short period of time. But this is like, she can work through it and basically chew it up and eat it in a sitting. So, but yeah, she's been a little, she's been where she can be really sweet, and then she goes through a period usually in the afternoon and into the evening, and like right around now, in the next hour or so, where she basically seems like she's tired, except she's like, I'm not sleepy, you know, like when a toddler or kids, like, they're tired. But instead of laying down, they're going to have a meltdown, insisting how they're not tired. I don't want to get it. Yeah, I'm not tired. And just start throwing stuff around. Millie's looking at me like, what the... don't worry, it was a fake. I'm not really having a tantrum, though. All right, she seems to be settling in with her trachea. She's not doing any funny business with it. Yeah, so, how are things going with your pup, Brad? Every time I've asked for the last couple months, you said bad. No bones about it, Millie. No bones. We don't give her bones. But we found all sorts of fun stuff. I got a pig snout. And Brad is the one who got me thinking about all these weird exotic animal parts. And we went to the PetSmart and we found like, oh, they got all that shit. We have a pig snout in the pantry for a special occasion. But she can get through that pig snout in about 90 seconds. Like the first time we gave her a pig snout, it took her 10 or 15 minutes. Now, like 90 seconds. She had a bone to pick with me. How's that trach? How's that trachea move? Is that good? Did Papa hook you up with the good treats? I know, I call myself Papa. You gotta deal with it, Brad. She's a little monster, better attitude than Millie, but pissing and shitting time. Yeah. Well, the big thing that Millie's been doing lately is she's been eating her craps. And before she sort of dabbled in it, now it's become like a full industry. Like she's like the connoisseur. So we've been trying to give her these chews that supposed to make them taste bad. And then Amanda's been looking up other stuff that's supposed to make their poo taste bad, like pineapples and stuff. So she's been feeding. But so far, and the worst thing is after she poos, because I think before when she has to poo, she's a little anxious. And after she poos, she's in a really good mood. And that's when she wants to do all the face licks. She wants to come up and cuddle and be like, I love you, Papa. But first, she's got to eat some of that poopy. And then it's time to go lick Papa's face. So it's a very unpleasant sequence of events. You feeding your dog bone meal? Really? Actual bone meal for reals? Anya only wants cat shit, but the litter box room has been denied. Okay, well, yeah, no, Millie has instant access to her poo. We basically, when we smell, and also, for some reason, maybe her diet's gotten better, her poos have not been stinking like they did like up until about a month ago. They were like, really, like she'd take a poo and the whole apartment, you could smell it. Now it's like, most of the time it's a little more subtle. And you might start catching whiffs a little bit after it's been there for a while, but usually by then it's too late. So, but, you know, even though she destroyed our air conditioner was fine except for the power cord that we realized means you've got to buy a new air conditioner. Anyways. You can't just splice it back together. It doesn't work with ACs. Or at least not unless you want, like, your place to burn down. So we just figure it's just another expense of having the puppy. Brad, I looked it up and it was real dicey. It was really dicey. Those things draw a lot of power. And even so, like, we're calling repair places, appliance repair, AC repair, all these places, and they're just like, no, like, it's not worth repairing. And they've got, like, special licenses, like, because of the nature. I don't know, maybe because you breathe this stuff. I don't know what it is, but, like, the government's got all this extra regulation, so they can't repair it the same way they'd repair, like, a toaster or something. So no one would let us pay them to fix it. You sure I can find out how on YouTube? I'm not messing with it. I don't want to DIY myself to death and our neighbors. I just don't want to mess with that. I know you believe in me, Brad, and you trust me. And I appreciate that. But it's not how I'm gonna do it. I probably could figure out how to, well, you know, I mean, they're the innocent ones. Amanda and I probably still be the first ones to burn when the fire broke out. I don't want us to go either. I just think as a bonus, I feel extra bad because there are other people who didn't make the terrible decision that I had made. Try to splice my own 2,000 volt AC cord with some duct tape and shit. He had an eclectic life. He was the light in his wife's life, yeah. And then he was the fire I really lit. I lit the fire in her soul and the fire that burned her nightgown as she was flailing around in bed, trying to put herself out after I tried to repair the air conditioning power cord. Yeah, we've been finding just random other cords that she destroys too. She likes, now she doesn't go for every cord because there's all sorts of cords around the house that she could get to that she's ignored so far. But just randomly, she'll just be like, I think I'm gonna chew on that right now. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I was using a different headset for a while because like this one was fucking up. So finally I was like, I found a corded one and I've been using that for a couple of weeks. And so finally I decided like, I'm going to get to the bottom of this because I've got like a huge mess of wires behind my computer because I got a million things hooked up back there. And so I was like, I'm going to figure out what's going on with my wireless headsets because this doesn't go straight to my PC. There's a cord that comes out of it with a receiver that's like you plug in USB. And so I found it and she chewed through it. Luckily, I own a couple of these and a couple of these brand, and I found another one, and that seemed to work. But anyways, yeah, I've done something different with my hair. I haven't cut it. So we went over this last week. It's even longer this week. But instead of cutting the hair and doing like I normally do, where it's super short, and I just brush it forward and kind of up and style it, now I brush it forward and to the side to sort of get it out of the way, because if it goes straight up, it's going to be like, you know, stupid looking. You got a ton of wires next to your chair in the game room. Yeah, like, I'm thinking we're going to have to find some way to... It's just lucky that she hasn't ruined more cords back there. Because she could really have a fucking field day behind my computer. And we gated off the front of my desk sometimes, but if I do that, I cannot actually access my desk. So, like, I was working and I'd have just 2 TV trays and shit, and I'm like, why? This is ridiculous. And then she started getting what I thought was more trustworthy. But randomly, she'd just be like, I'm just going to destroy it. There, I've been here 6 months and I haven't... Well, she's 6 months old now, so she's been here, what, 3 months, 4 months? She'd be like, I've been here 4 months, and that cord has been there the whole time, and I haven't paid her any mind. But this is the day that's going to change. This is the day I'm going to eat that cord. Replacing entire cord. Well, that's what we were looking at doing first, Brad. It was that we wanted to see if we could find like the type of cord it was, and then we actually started trying to open up the air conditioner, and that's when we discovered, and we looked this up later and kind of verified this, is that a lot of these, and ours in particular, it seemed like, is manufactured in such a way that it's almost impossible to get inside it. Like, I think it's built in the factory that way, like where you can't unscrew some things and take it apart because they're not meant to be fixed. So, oh, thanks, Alali. All right. Yeah, it's not bad. I need a haircut, but sometimes I feel like this is the more grown-up. This is like a more grown-up hair than when I do my little faux hawk thing. I don't know, maybe. Maybe now that I'm in my 50s, I'll make my hair like this more often. Some models are like that, which is wild. Well, that's what I like when I was doing the research on it. That was one of the ideas that was floating around. But one of the statements that was floating around was that like these things were designed to be disposable. Like if something goes wrong with it, you buy a new one because it's not going to cost. It's going to cost more if someone it will repair it. It'll cost enough to repair it that it's not worth it. And you just buy another one. So, but you know, with ours, like, because I know like the cord, just the cord by itself is probably like 10, 15 bucks, right? And if someone knew how to get to it and replace it, it's probably 10 or 15 minutes if they knew what they were doing. But that's where we found out when we're calling the different repair places, where they're saying like, yeah, you need like special licenses to fuck around with air conditioner units. Like, and apparently even the people do HVAC, people that come to your house to like service your central air unit and shit, they won't do the portable ones. I don't know if it's because they didn't have a special license. They told us, the AC people told us to call like regular appliance repair, and we called regular appliance repair, and they're like, we won't touch those because the federal government like it's all these special like licenses you have to mess with that shit. It's like, okay, whatever. So it's frustrating. I thought Mrs. G-Law was gonna hurt Millie. She was so mad at Millie. I wasn't thrilled either, but I was like, yeah, it sucks. And we need an AC this weekend. It's already like too hot, but we got ACs in the other rooms. So at least when we're sleeping or we're working in offices and stuff, those rooms are air conditioned. It's just the main big living room that's not. Problem. So we've got a new AC come in tomorrow. She's just a dumb little dog. Yeah, I mean, this thing too is like, you know, when we're looking at all the sites how to raise your puppy and everything else, and there's somewhat weird. That's why we were so weird about like sleeping in the living room right next to her and keeping her in a closed area. Someone was with her 24/7. You know, like she was never out of eyeshot, and they said you got to watch them all the time. And after a certain point, I don't know, she's like 4 or 5 months old. We're just like, yeah, we're just gonna stop doing that. So we started letting her out, giving her free reign. We don't let her in the bathrooms. There's certain areas that are restricted. We got the kitchen fenced off. We still got certain areas fenced off that she can't get to. For the most part, we thought, okay, we kind of puppy safe stuff. And the thing is, she wasn't going for cords. So, oh, she's almost done with that trach. See that? She ate the whole thing right there. We got the last little piece right now. Yeah, not letting her alone ever seems wildly impractical. So that's sort of the thing now. It's like, you know, we've got the different rooms open that she can go between. And, you know, we listen for anything crazy. Like if we hear her some weird noises and stuff, we'll go check on what she's doing. Usually she's with one of us, but she also likes being by herself. We installed a doggy door, like a sliding glass door, doggy door, so she can go in and out on the patio. We got like a bed mat outside that she likes to sit on. It's too hot right now, but she likes to sit on, and like, you know, we're on the 3rd floor balcony, so she likes looking out over everything and spying on the neighborhood, keeping tabs on everything. She got a pretty good life, and for the most part, she's fine, except for the poo eating and the occasional destroying a cord. The other thing she likes to do is we have a shoe rack by the door. It's an Oregon thing, specifically. Like, I don't remember California, everyone doing this. Some people did, but here it's like almost universal. And so we have all our shoes there. She likes, now so far she hasn't destroyed any shoes, but she'll run in here and jump up on the bed, and I'll look, and she'll have my like my walking shoe or my trail shoe, or she'll have something, and she'll sit there and just be like, look what I got. She sounds pretty temperamental. Oh, she finished her trachea. We'll see what happens next. You should be calm now, Mill. Yeah, you should be calm now that you ate your trachea, huh? Yeah, you should be, like, satisfied. She just wandered out of here, but I bet she's... Well, she might go with... She might find my wife in the other room. In the other air-conditioned room. But she keeps coming back in here. That's why I was like, I'm not going to do green screen this time. Because she spends half her time on my bed and then half her time in the other room. So we got like... We bought a new bed too. That's big enough for just like all three of us to be on. In the master bedroom. So... But this is like my room HQ and my snore beat lab. So, but yeah, and so that room is AC'd and Amanda's in there right now. And then we keep the doors cracked so Millie can get in and out. But yeah, so it's a nice setup in there. But when I'm in here, she spends. Well, it depends on what's going on. If she's sleeping, usually she goes and sleeps with my wife. She likes sleeping near my wife. My wife is the cuddly parent. Like, that she likes to be, like... If she wants to be affectionate and sleep and cuddle, she goes to her. If she wants to horse around and play tug-of-war and fetch and goof around with toys and do weird, whatever goofy shit she wants to do, that's Papa's... I'm the gaming lawyer, and she knows that. So, and she does now, like we've convinced her to play with my wife. Because before it's like my wife would grab, she'd be bringing, Millie would be bringing me a toy over and over again. We'd be all in the same room. And I'd be like, why don't you bring it over to Mama? You know, play with Mama a little bit. And I'd toss it over to Amanda. And she'd be like, come on, Millie. And then Millie, they do tug of war for like 5 seconds. And the first time Millie got it, she'd just run back to me, push it up against my knee and look up at me. I was like, well, take it to Mama. She's like, no, she wants to play with me. I'm Papa. Papa lawyer. If I call myself Papa one more time, what, Brad? You can't be shocked by now. It's been months. You can't act shocked. Has it been like a cumulative effect where you like literally it's coming down to the last straw? Hey man, where's my water? Mama is the spare human. You come to the house to destroy our new AC's cable? But we don't have it yet, Brad. Well, I guess you couldn't get here. By the time you could get here, probably we'll have it. This is coming tomorrow. Yeah, you call... Wait, who likes to be called Big Papa? Me? Go Big Papa. You're probably making reference to something that I don't know. All I can think of is that, the bad lyric reading... That bad lyric reading videos. I don't know if you've seen those guys, but they did one for The Walking Dead. And the song is called Carl Papa. And it was a kid Carl having some like emo meltdown. But like scenes from the show where they're using their bad lip reading. So they put like words that they're not really saying into their mouths. It's kind of funny. Carl Papa. All right, guys. My goodness. So, Brad, are you super excited that I'm playing Final Fantasy again? It's a bit... Yeah, I figured it was. It's like you put your hands in the air. Is that where you just don't care? Like that one? You put them in the air like you don't care? And there's something about Papas? I don't know. You're unbelievably disappointed. Well, you know, Brad, think about this. It's like a JRPG. I don't group with anybody, and you know, occasionally someone like Teo shows up, but I don't group with anybody. We found out last time that the dungeons, you don't have to group with people, it's NPCs. It's basically like I'm playing Dragon Quest. Think of it like that. Pretend I'm playing Dragon Quest, Brad. I did only play 4 minutes of Scald. That's true. But pretend you like JRPGs, Brad. Just pretend, I mean, technically this is a JRPG, right? And, yeah, well, this is an MMO, it's an online, but not the way I play it. Not the way I play it. I play it by myself all the time. Well, I did go into a group one time. I did one group, and it's because they've got something where it's called duty rule. Those instances are called duties, and there's something called duty roulette, where if you do duty roulette, it will randomly assign you to one of them that you've unlocked, and you'll get like a shit ton of bonus experience. And I've been leveling a bunch of alts. That's what I've been doing this week, is leveling alts. Well, actually, it's all been the one character, but I've been leveling alternative character classes, alternative jobs on my one character. You did your first dungeon in Final Fantasy a few days ago with NPCs? How'd it go? Yeah, in fact, why don't I'll get in game. There's no reason for me to not be in game, because I can talk about the game from in the game. Oh, where's my 45 seconds of gameplay? There it is. Roguelikes, RPGs, some sports games, puzzle games. Is he Brad? And Brad likes a lot of like RPGs, JRPGs. The same stuff that I do. There's just the particular ones that I choose to play he usually hates. Isn't that? The volume sounds so low. Alright, I'm going to turn it back up. Because then well, let me know if it's too loud. But I know I've been having trouble balancing audio in this game. And I feel like after I adjusted it last week, I listened to it a little bit later. And I was like, damn, like you barely hear the game at all. It went well. You realize 3 of your friends at work play Final Fantasy 14, and you join your friend on her Discord. Okay. And you can message them anytime to help you out with the multiplayer stuff. That's one thing about their Final Fantasy community too, just in general, and I think it rubs off on a lot of people that play it. Is they're very helpful, and since it like had a huge influx, that's probably, you know, it's not like everybody's super helpful, but the Final Fantasy 14 community in general has a reputation of being kind of positive. In fact, one thing that's interesting about Final Fantasy 14 that's not like other MMOs is, like, other MMOs, they'll use third-party tools like add-ons to the game to measure stats of like how you're doing, how much damage you're doing in battle in particular. There are things that'll keep track of that, how you are and the rest of your team is doing. And in other MMOs, like, people will be using that shit seriously and kicking people out of their groups if they're not doing enough damage. Like, and apparently it's like those are technically not even allowed to be used in Final Fantasy. And if you ever kick someone out of a group because you think that they're not good enough at players, you could technically be like, have your account suspended for doing that kind of thing. Like there's a straight up from the developers, there's very much like a be nice kind of attitude. But I think it just in the community in general just has a reputation of being a little more friendly. Yeah. You liked when I played Bravely Default 2? That was like 2 years ago. Let's see. So I ended my own session yesterday by the fire here. This is my This is my level 35 Dragoon. Every 5 levels, your character classes get special job, like class quests, so I have him in the middle of one of those right now. D2 is like that. If you don't tune up. What is D2? Diablo 2? Or... not sure what D2 is referring to. But other games are like that, I know, for sure. You think I look like a tiny-headed George Washington? I guess he does, now you mention it. I never thought about that. Oh, Destiny 2. Okay. Like Diablo 2? That's old. But, yeah. I gave him, before he had, like, the mustache and the little thing, and I decided it looked better if I just went out and gave him the whole, like, sculpted beard thing. I like it now. But, you see. Oh. Gonna make him do this. There we go. Oh, look at this. Dragoon. It's like a spear lancer. You start off as the lancer. And then at level 30, you take quests, you become a dragoon. It's a lancing warrior with the powers of, like, stolen from their ancient enemy, the dragons. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, this character class does. It's the race is a long, tall, slender thing with a disproportionately small head. I do have the jump command. Yeah. And I'm in a snowy area, which I like snowy areas. I'll run out and kill something so you can see the jump command. Yeah, Dragoons have been around since, I know, at least Final Fantasy IV. I'm going to use it right now, Brad. Now that was it. It was just happened like in a flash. So, I'm enjoying... this is the 4th class that I've leveled. In Final Fantasy III, okay. Yeah, the character classes in this are very much based on, like, very classic, like, some of the original Final Fantasies. So yeah, right now I've got... there's the Summoner... yeah, that's right. It was an Arcanist. And that's involved into a Summoner. He's level 31. And... the Arcanist gets 2 classes. There's the Scholar, the Summoner, which is a DPS class, and the Scholar, which is a shield. It's like a healer that relies on shields. Damage shields, more so than direct heals. And then I've got my Conjurer. They're all wearing the same thing. Basically, a lot of their gear is interchangeable between the casters. So he's become... actually, he should be a white mage now. I should change that out. Let's see. Because at 30, they get a quest to become augmented and become a white mage. So, let's see. Is there already... oh, I haven't added the white mage. So I'm going to have a white mage set, and then I can use that over here. So basically, you create these outfits, and when you switch between them, you can use them as shortcuts. When you switch between them, you're actually switching the whole character class. So now, Summoner, Scholar, White Mage. I did actually, Evie, I made a Gladiator, and I leveled it up to 30, and he became a Paladin. So this is my level 32 Paladin. This is the next form of a Gladiator. Hey, what are you doing down there? You up to no good? Yeah, she's trying to get into the fenced off area. Here, do you want to chew on this? Here. You can chew on this one. Yeah? There's a cardboard box in there she wanted to get at. And now I'm going to move these cords over. There we go. Now she can chew on. Go ahead, chew on some cardboard for a while. If it keeps you busy, it makes you happy. So, yeah, so I've been playing, and it's kind of fun. I like the heavy armored stuff, and that's when I decided, like, I think I want to try a Dragoon, which is the, so this is a tank, you know, a melee tank class, the Paladin, and the Dragoon is a melee DPS. They specialize in doing damage, and I've always been curious to try one. And so now, obviously, I've leveled them all up to 30, and I'm sort of thinking I don't know if I'm going to keep leveling all of them, but I'm going to level multiple of them, because the main story quest dishes out so much experience that you end up totally over-leveled. They keep level syncing you down. So right now, all my characters in their early 30s, and the main story quest that's up next is a level 24 quest. So that's where it's like, yeah, if I can, just between doing their story quests for their classes and the main storyline, if there's enough experience to keep all of them like at or above the main story quest level, then there's no reason not to do it. Otherwise, it's sort of like experience wasted, right? There were non-playable Dragoons in 2. See, I never played 2 or 3. I just know in Final Fantasy IV, I want to say it was actually released as 2 in the United States when it first came out. I believe that the main character was a Dragoon, and he came from like a troop of Dragoons. Yeah, I was like, all of a sudden I couldn't remember what they're called. He came from a troop of Dragoons. And I never played through 4 all the way, but I think that was like the setup. Right, you were soldiers and you were Dragoons. You played 2 and 3 briefly. 2 kind of stings. 3 introduces a job system, but also kind of stings. I think 4 was like, it was the one where they really upped their game, because I don't hear anyone smack talking 4. And that's incorrect. In 2 and 4, the main character is a Dark Knight. You're right, a Dark Knight Paladin. That's right. There wasn't there... Was it the Adversary that was a Dragoon? Now I can't remember. I could have sworn there was like a prominently featured Dragoon in 4. Oh, and I got my Chocobo. Oh, wait. I should do the... You can have it set up so that it does the music. Let's see, where's that one at? Oh, was it under sound? Setting. System. Play music when mounted. So you're just going around, you're doing regular adventuring, but then you get on your Chocobo. The classic Chocobo music. I don't like listening to it all the time, but his buddy is Kanan, as a Dragoon who initially fights you and then joins you later. You also just said that? I must have missed it. You got your allergy serum, so you can start taking allergy injections again. It's a good thing, too, since I was having a lot of allergies. Well, I'm glad that you got your allergy serum, so you can start taking allergy injections so that you can bypass the allergy problems you would otherwise be facing. Now, if you would all just bask in the glory of this excellent Chocobo music. Brad, what do you think about the Chocobo music? Does it make you happy? Have you been playing Final Fantasy since the 90s? If so... This music should stir your soul, Brad. MMO or not. You don't have any nostalgia for the Chocobo song? And when you stop, it kind of gets quieter. But when you... Oh, did I run by it? Oh, I guess I gotta go down in that ravine. What am I doing right now? This is a fugitive. I'm looking for a fugitive. I've got this, like... Apparently it's really rare to be a dragoon. Like, I think it's rare that I got this power of the dragon. And there's only, like, usually only one person in the world that's chosen to have it. And this other person who's evil has it. Because the dragon power is an evil power. But it's like, that's why this order is, like, very disciplined to be able to, like, be principled and use the power without being corrupted by it. But the other guy that got it is a bad fucking asshole. The power's gotten in him. And somehow the power also chose me. I went to confront him. He, like, stole it. He stole something really precious to this kingdom here. And I went to go confront him. And then the dragoon soul chose me. I'm the second dragoon. And now it's like, now it's my task to, like, I don't know, shut this guy down. Sometimes I'm trying to hunt him down. It is happy-go-lucky. It's not one of your favorite songs from the series? That's fair. You did too much chocobo racing in 7? Yeah. No, I did. You can do... In 7, you could do chocobo breeding and racing. I think you can do that. And here, you can do some racing at the Golden Saucer here. Oh. Oh, shit! Ah... I died. Did I die? I didn't mean to fall all the way down here. Can you not die from fall damage? I feel like that should have done it. The power of justice. You got the stupid gold chocobo once. It was too much work. Never. I don't remember. I know I played a lot of Final Fantasy VII. I played it all the way through at least twice, and then I think I played it through a third time after I read some... This is back in the olden days. Read some magazine articles about shit that... Like, secrets you could unlock. Like the Knights of the Round. And certain other things. Like, holy shit. So I went back and did some of that stuff. But I definitely did not unlock everything that was in the game. You needed it to get Knights of the Round. Which is crazy strong. Well, I definitely got Knights of the Round. At a certain point. That was one thing that, like, one reason I started replaying the game again, because I wanted Knights of the Round. Alright, I'm going to talk to this guy. Bruce Mott. So, the adventurer seeks to become a dragoon, ha! Sir Alberic speaks of legends and chosen ones. But I would see you prove yourself in a more practical fashion. With your lance, defend yourself! Uh-oh. Who am I going to fight? Oh, this guy? Oh, wait, I have another skill that I should be able to use for this. Or maybe I didn't. I thought I had a skill now where I could jump back. Now I've got to check, because I thought I got a skill before, and now have I not put it on my... Not put it on my person? Jump. Oh, is it elusive jump? Yeah. Am I not level 35? I should have elusive jump. Alright. Not yet learned. Oh, maybe I have to finish this quest to get it. Because that's, you have to do the class story quests sometimes to unlock the abilities for that level. You You only used Knights in the round once because you couldn't skip the insanely long cinematic. I was at a... I probably burned myself out eventually, but I loved those cinematics. And I would get hyped, even after I'd seen them 100 times, I would still get hyped and like to watch the cinematics. You're trying to unlock mounts in Final Fantasy 14. How many quests did you have to go through from the first dungeon to get the mounts? Quite a few. It was like I think it was in level 23 quest. So basically, you go through, and there's a quest where you have to fight this like fire elemental thing. It's a group quest. And after that, when you go back to like the headquarters for the group that you've joined, they have you sign up with one of the 3 kingdoms. Each of the 3 kingdoms has like their special sort of army, law enforcement, mercenary, whatever group. And they ask you to choose one of those to join up and like help them out. So you choose which town you sort of want to be affiliated with. And once you join them, one of the first things they do is set you up with a company chocobo. It's one of the first like quest lines that you do when you join it. So it's part of the storyline. I remember I kept thinking, man, this is like, when am I going to get it? Because they said you could unlock it at like level 20. But my guys were like, I was over level 30 and I still didn't have a chocobo. But it was because I kept doing other shit. But if you keep doing the main story quests, you'll get it. Alright. You have some skill, I'll give you that. And the glow of your soul crystal. Perhaps Sir Alberic was not wrong about you after all. Now return to him. Your training here is complete. But yeah, I felt the same way, Evie. I was getting kind of frustrated. Because I looked it up a couple times, and they're just like, yeah, it'll get unlocked through a story quest. So I knew that, but then I kept doing story quests, and I'm like, damn, when am I going to get this thing? And then I saw someone said, like, oh yeah, after you kill the fire elemental. And I remember doing that from when I played this a few years ago. I remembered that quest. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm not quite there yet, am I? I knew it wasn't too far in the future. It was a relatively, as far as the whole scale of the game, was a relatively early quest in the storyline. But the story quests, there's a lot of it. There's a really lot of story quest line to go through. So my advice is just try to enjoy it. All right, I'm gonna turn that off. I do like the music, but you know. It's a little distracting because I'm like, yeah, wait there, shut up everyone, it's chocobo music again. Yeah, this area I'm in now is like a higher level area. I seem to recall it being like a much more prevalent and later in the main storyline. So I don't think the main storyline quest has brought me here yet, but I guess this area is especially tied to dragoons. So my quest has been brought. My class quest has brought me here. You're trying to unlock all the yokai weapons. I feel like you need a mount because people join the fates so fast. By the time you join, they're all almost over. Huh, I never really had that problem. But, I mean, if you're looking on the map trying to hunt down the fates, then yes. Do you need to do fates in order to get the shit you're looking for? Because I almost have never done the fates on purpose, but I normally only do fates if I'm trying to get experience. I've never joined them for other reasons. The soul of the dragon grows ever stronger within you, Thandros. Clearly, your trial was a rousing success. I need only observe your crystal to know as much. Yes, though you have only just begun to walk the path of the dragoon, it is clear you possess the talent to become Estinian's equal. Go forth and make the powers you have obtained your own. When the time is right, we shall proceed with your training. that means come back to me when you're level 40. And I'm gonna get elusive jump now. Okay. My inner dragon grows stronger. Alright, now I think I'm gonna, at this point, go back and continue the main story quest. Which is where? Oh, jeez. Back in Ul'dah? Alright, I can get there. I can get there on the cheap by teleporting back to my main town. I think I have Gridania. And then taking the airship. It's like a 75% discount to do it this way. But then the next question, I guess I kind of am Dragonborn. Yeah, I guess you could say that. They don't call it that, but I have the power. It's basically like the power stolen from the dragons, or power of the dragon that we're using. But the dragons are our mortal enemies. Let's see. I'm gonna go to the airship. And we're gonna take, see, 120 gil instead of like 500, whatever it was. Look how much money I saved by flying Gridania Air. Gridania Air. No chairs, just cheap transportation. I just realized that I've got this all set up for Millie to be here, and I think she's... Oh, who knows? Maybe she'll come back later. But I think she might be done being here. Here, maybe I'll get this... I have things angled just for her. Which means my monitor was at a slightly... not a direct angle. There, now we're all set up. All right, and let's go down. You got paid a day early last week, so you went ahead and bought Kingdom Hearts collection. Also, did you have a question? I heard you start the train of thought. I don't remember having a question, but that's one of the silly things about me. Sometimes I start saying something and then I get sidetracked and then I forget what I was going to say. So if I remember having a question, I'll ask. But thanks for asking if I had a question. I think we're going to Aetheryte Plaza. That looked like that's where the next quest was. So now the question becomes, which character class would you guys like to see me play right now for the continuation of the story quest? Here, I could do a poll. Not that anyone gives a shit. Let's see. There's Summoner, Scholar, White Mage, Paladin, or Dragoon. There we go. Which class or which job should I play right now? I could change it later. And let's see. There's Summoner. And there's Scholar. And then there's going to be more options than there are people in my chat. That's the fun part. Then there's White Mage. Hold on. And then there's the Paladin. Oh, no. All right, then I'm going to take Scholar out. Because they only let me do up to 4. So since I got 2 healers on here, I'll stick to the White Mage. Scholar. White mage. Actually, you know what? Maybe instead of the white mage. And what was the last one? Dragoon. I could keep playing the Dragoon. All right. Can I explain what the classes are? Okay, so the summoner that's the one that had the little blue Eevee thing, the carbuncle, that does damage that's based on like summons that you bring along. The scholar is the counterpart to the summoner. It's the same progression, but instead of summoning the carbuncle, you summon a fairy, and the fairy does healing while you cast shields and stuff. But it does less damage. It's more focused on healing. And then there's the paladin, which is basically just the extension of the gladiator. It's just like the more advanced version of that class that you're playing. And then there's a dragoon, which is this guy, who's a spear-wielding damage-dealing specialist. A hand-to-hand damage-dealing specialist. It says 50% dragoon. But what's the other 50%? Oh, there we go. Wow, it's a dead heat. That could be everyone in the chat. We got one for Summoner, one for Dragoon, and one for Paladin. Oh, uh-oh. Looks like somebody changed it. Was that Alalie? Did you change your vote? Well, it does say there's 4 people in my chat, and we've had 4 votes. So, it's looking like Summoner. Yeah, I don't think there are any upsets right now that could happen. Although somebody could make a tiebreaker. And then we just have to ask Brad to break the tie. Because that's how things work. Maybe we'd have Evie break the tie because Evie gives a shit. Alright, Summoner it is. Because I was like, Evie might want to see what her class looks like as a paladin. But I know since you're playing this, you probably have some degree of curiosity about how the other classes play. But, oh yeah, let me summon my carbuncle. There it is. All right. Main storyline quest. The Masked Man. Oh yeah, we're investigating. During my last quest, there was this, and I think we've seen him, and you probably see him in other cutscenes. It's this really ominous-looking guy, and like he's not part of the Empire. He's like this real shadowy, cloaked figure with this red mask. He's real spooky, and he showed up and revealed himself to me. And so now, sort of like the leader of the group that I'm a part of now has basically said, like, yeah, while we continue investigating this thing about the elementals, why don't you see if you can track down, like, figure out where this more about this masked guy, because we think there may have been sightings of him. The Masked Man, are you come on behalf of the Scions, of course? Yes. As we've already relayed to Lady Minophilia, there has been a sighting of this rogue near the eastern, or near about eastern Thanalin. The brass blade stationed at Highbridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of Kikur. Fate can be a cruel mistress. Aren't those the duck people? The little duck people? I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. A marauding horde of little duck people? Is that right? But do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair shares of travelers. Folk are always coming and going, and some among them may have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Hihibaru. The fellow's always starved for customers, and he'd no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have any coin or the mind to spend it. Alright, so I'm gonna go to Highbridge to talk to this talk to this guy. Let's see. 280. You know what? I'm gonna go and run in style. Because now that at some point when I hit around level 28 or level something or other, you start getting where your chocobo runs even faster. And in like the beginner areas. Plus, I feel like riding my chocobo around. They're like platypus type thing, yeah. There's a marauding horde of those things killed this guy. I thought they were nice. Now I miss the music. See, there's a fate. I'm just running right by. So at least at the moment, I don't need to do extra tasks to level. All of my characters are currently over-leveled. The only time I did extra tasks is when I was leveling my alt. I wanted them to have... I wanted to get them high enough levels so they could start doing the main story quests. The main story quests were around like level 20. And you can't... Your alt characters can't participate in them until they've reached the minimum level for the quest. Do do do. Now I'm just gonna sing the Chocobo song myself because I can't be bothered to go in and change the setting. Do 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 do. Hey Brad, did you vote? Am I not supposed to ask? Now I'm curious to know who Brad voted for. And even who'd you vote for? Who'd y'all... Well, I know Alali voted for Summoner because she said, oh, wait a second. And then the vote changed. Of course, it is supposed to be anonymous. So no one has to see who they voted for. You voted for Summoner? Okay. Oh, you voted Summoner. Okay. That was weird. I could have sworn when Ali said, hold on a sec. And then we got one more vote for Summoner, that was her. Okay. Oh, we're going... I don't need to go down that little town. There's a bridge over here. And that's the one... where the merchant is that we need to speak to. Well, you're only on the same page as that, in that he didn't care, and he randomly happened to select the job that you voted for. I think he only did it to be like, well, Ryan put up a poll, so I'll vote on it, just, you know, so he feels like people give a shit about it, what he's doing. Here we go. Hee Baru. Yep, just wanted to participate in the democracy. Good job, Brad. Welcome to Highbridge, adventurer. Whatever you seek, Hee Baru can provide it. Probably. You're after the masked man. I'm not sure I have one of those in stock. It's funny. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? Okay. Hey! I just turned level 32. Alright. When the Order of Nalthai began excavating the ruins below, I had hopes that Highbridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims. But thanks to the nigh-endless beastman raids, folk are too afraid to come within a malm of here. I think that's a unit of measurement. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good, though. No, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares. Spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant? The masked man? Bah! I'll take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go and ask the other merchants. Wow, he turned out to be a real asshole. Okay. I would have been willing to throw some coins his way. Yeah, big old badass level 32. I've heard tell of a masked devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere around Thanalan too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of the imagination, but little is known about him otherwise. Alright. I think the other guy's on the other side of the bridge. Right, there he is. The absent-minded merchant. On the trail of a masked man. Aye, I've heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It's said he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious. And that's about all I can say, little though it is. Thanks. Thanks. So the guy looks suspicious. Thank you. Very helpful. The impassive merchant. Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't. Nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters lurking about. Folk have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the Kikrim raids. The duck people? What's up with the duck people? Is it really the duck people? Alright. None but the most devout of pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. Not quite far enough to justify summoning the chocobo, but a little sprint. Might. Okay, we're back to Hihibaru. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. Kikirn raids are so constant, so organized, we're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. And they've been seeing this hooded stranger around? I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do. But that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. Alright. Oh, wait. And I think, now he's... I think they're assuming you're gonna be taking time to level between these quests. Like, that you won't be there yet. But because you're constantly over-leveled the way they dish out the experience right now, they're always like, come back at a later time. And it's like, hey, is it a later time yet? And they're like, well, yes! Hihibaru has information that will surely lead you to La Habrea. That's the bad guy. I finally got some honest-to-God's information on your masked man. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own 2 eyes. I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff over at Thal's Respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man, your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in answer, some Kikrim, whatever that appeared. Is it an R? A Kikern? Probably saying it all wrong. Some Kikern appeared soon after. and a group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had dispersed, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It will be dangerous, but I shouldn't doubt. But you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. Are they rat people? Now I'm really confused. We got it confused. They're not the duck people. So what do you think? That's some sound, reliable information. Even if I do say so myself. Well worth all the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? Well, I don't have a feeling this other person is on the exact same quest than I am. What do you think of my voice acting, guys? Brad, does my voice acting help make it all worth it? I think I could be a voice actor. After all of my experience on the Gaming Lawyer channel. Yes! See, wasn't that good? You're like, wow, doing great. But it's, what do you mean it's not worth it? What's not worth it? Not worth it in what sense? Not worth it for me to do? Not worth it for you to listen to? Not worth it to do it for this game? Alright, hold on. Yeah, okay. I'll join in this fate. It'll help me remember how to use my damn powders. One thing about this class is it's so flashy, but mostly what I end up doing is just looking at like the rotation. I'll summon my little fire elemental. Oh no. Alright. You like the voice acting, but I like your voice. Well, thank you. You think I have a lovely voice? But what's not worth it for me to do? Now I gotta know what Brad meant by that. Oh, there's my destination. Was up on that rock. Alright, so is it gonna be an instance? Or is it gonna summon some shit? Looks like I'm in the exact same part of the quest that this other person is. The voice acting chops are wasted. Okay. I mean, I thought that could very well have been what she meant. But, you know. Where do you want me to go? Oh, just going all the way back to that dude? Really? See, Brad, how is this worse than any other JRPG right now? Except for the fact that other people are around. This could very well just be like Final Fantasy 17. I mean, it's Final Fantasy 14, truth be told. It is a main title Final Fantasy series game. You know. Why can't you respect it as a Final Fantasy game? I think it's a very authentic Final Fantasy game, too, in my opinion. Yeah, the Chocobo's on command. Then you get rid of it. Go, boop, off you go, buddy. And you can even summon them to fight alongside you. I'll do it in a sec. Back so soon? Were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? I found this piece of paper called the Word of the Destroyer. Gasp! This scroll! It bears a prayer to Ralgur, the Destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Ralgur is the guardian deity of Alamigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I'd wager my last guild that your assailant was Alamiga. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess, the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. That selfsame merchant also senses danger ahead, and darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? Sell Carbuncle to get a better buddy? Yeah, the only reason I don't want to do it right here is in case someone else needs to talk to this guy, having a chocobo standing next to me could be irritating. Hihibaru has a suggestion to help you with your investigation. Okay. The Alamigan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery. So it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head towards Little Alamigo, over in southern Thanalan. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favored destination for refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Ul'dah. The hearts of the denizens are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in, and for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for a not-so-warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much a help she will be, but it also happens I have a daughter who has relocated to Little Alamigo. Her name is Hira, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. And while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. I suppose this is it then. I had hoped that you would linger here a while, hull some fiends, spend some coin, what have you. But something tells me you're destined for greater things. Wherever it is you end up, I wish you the best. Alright, did I not have it, with the Gishel Marines? Here they are. You have to buy these greens to summon them. And I should... Let's see. I think he pretty much takes care of himself, but I'm gonna... There are commands that you can give him, and they're mostly like setting him up for stances, and he does everything himself. So there's follow, withdraw, dismisses them, and then there's the different stances. There's free stance, which is sort of like it does whatever, but you can basically have it play a role during class. So you can have it be a defender, act like a tank, act like a healer, or act like a DPS, like an attacker. And as they actually level up, and you can choose how they're going to develop. So far, I've been using it as I gave it 1 point, and I gave it into tank. So we're going to tell it to be a tank. Defender stance. Okay, it's in defender stance. Don't sell the cute Eevee creature. I couldn't if I wanted to. Unless I did so with the power of my imagination. I know Brad loves it when he makes suggestions, and I tell him that I can do it with the power of my imagination. Get like a normal animal, like a weasel. Your neighbor has one of those. They're sneaky. So you only see them like twice a year. You think that's the kind of pet I should have as a summoner? Now, then when you actually summon your chocobo to ride, it disappears, and then you're on your way there. See? But the effect is supposed to be that you're like getting on and off your chocobo. Alright, so where am I supposed to go? I actually have this thing unlocked. This place unlocked. Yeah, I'll ride over there. Why the hell not? part of the fun is sightseeing, but I've already been there for some other quests. I think my paladin quest took me over to that town for like just to hit some places up that are over there. I didn't actually have to go to the town, but since I was passing it, I registered with the crystal thing. It's an anus whistle, Brad. Yes, of course it is. Anus whistles go back in Final Fantasy. I believe they started in Final Fantasy 3. Though you would know, you've played it, I haven't. Wait, am I going the right way? Yeah. Now I feel like I should have got a Diet Pepsi while I was up. Because I'm starting to get sleepy. But it's only 9:30. Hey, look, Brad. It's cactars. You like them, right? There's one. He may seem like an unassuming cactus. But if you stare at him long enough... Whoop, there he goes. It's all just a ruse. Adelie thinks they're cute. What do you mean they're not cute anymore? Is this what you look like? You look like one of these, Adelie? No, I'm not gonna do the fate. I got too much shit to do. And I'm not trying to get whatever those things Evie's getting. So you identify as a cactar, Adelie? Yokai weapons, okay. See, in the very brief thing that I looked at, I thought it was just, you get the medals and you trade them in for cosmetic pets, basically. But I did see if you get, like, the higher level shit, then you can get other stuff, too. I didn't look at it that much. I just wanted a basic understanding of what the hell was going on, so... and once I got the general gist, I stopped looking. But you kept bringing them up. I'm like, what is that? I want to know what that is. So I answered, I read enough to sate my curiosity. And then stopped. But it was enough to where I was able to relay stuff that apparently you didn't know. Which you could trade those medals in, supposedly, to be able to get cosmetic pets. It's your true self. Okay. Hey, look, it's Hihira. Why, yes. Hihibara was my father. He said, what? Oh, I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that... Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be bothering you with family matters, but... I'm grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man? I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells. But one of the... I was so dramatic. A masked man! No, I can't say that I've seen it. One of the others may have seen something. I would recommend you first speak with Gundombald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. All right, Gundabald. Gundabald. Wait, where is he? Oh, he's right here. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Blah, blah, blah. Looking for a masked villain, you say? And why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer the whim of every outsider. You're not welcome here. Be gone. What a bitch. Alright, now what? Brave New Depth? What's that? Oh, that's a different quest. Okay, that's not something I'm doing. I think that's a quest that I've ignored on purpose. Sometimes you pick up stuff and I'm like, I just don't want to do that. It's like just side activities they added to the game. And I'm like special dungeons and things. I'm like, I don't want to do that. You get so much in the Realm Reborn. I've already done the whole first game, so I mostly am interested in just replaying through the main storyline. Not so much doing all the side shit. It's also why I don't care about all like the special event with the medals and all that stuff. Of course, I don't care about the related franchise thing. If it was somehow like a Star Trek event, where it's like, oh, you get tribbles or some shit. Like, if you do these special things, I'd be out there doing all the, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do all the fates that I can. I gotta get all those fucking tribbles. Or Star Trek, I don't know, the phaser weapons or whatever it is. I'd be like, yeah! But, barring that, I'm not gonna do a special dungeon, man. You want me to do the special dungeon? Or you just say you want me to do that because I consider it a waste of time? Or do you really want to see it? Super Rad says no, I has absolutely no personal investment aside from knowing I don't want to do it. You didn't know Yokai Watch was still a thing? I never knew it was a thing. Oh wait, there is a quest in here somewhere. Maybe I have to go back this way. I have to ask around a little bit. Here we go. It's the Flame Commander, Gisilbert. What about my voice acting, Brad? There's not a lot of voice acting opportunities for me in a dungeon. Well met, adventurer. See, like, I've adopted a slightly different voice for this guy. I'm Giselbert, head of security here at Little Al Amigo. I heard tell you had business with Gundabal. Knowing the bristly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men. And not even my men and I can get so much as a word out of them, despite watching the place day and night. You can voice act the combat? There we go. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man when I can. And you seem a decent sort. So, if you tell me what's brought you here, might be as I can lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? I can't say that sounds familiar. But I have men on lookout for Amojal to the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity, they are like to have seen it. I had a mind to take them each a cup of sweet Thanalan tea so as to lift their spirits. If you'd run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know. 10 out of 10. Thank you, Alalie. See that, Brad? Well, Brad didn't say he didn't like my voice acting. He said I should voice act the combat. Would it be like LARPing? Like, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. Alakazam! Because it's still just voice act. You want to do some LARPing on stream, you're all for it there. Lightning bolt, lightning bolt! Who the hell's are you? I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. But I've got this sweet Thanalan tea, baby. Well, ain't ye considerate? My thanks, friend. What's that, a masked villain? Hiding among the refugees like as not. Me compatriots live here. Go about as though they're... Wait. Me compatriots as live here go about as though they're dead on their feet. 'Tis near impossible to tell what's on their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good. Okay. Looks like I got a couple of the people across the bridge. Dress millions of horse armor. Alright, it's an angry river with flame private. Oh. You there! Are you an Al-Majah? No? Then carry on. I guess that's bandit? I don't know what an Al-Majah is. Apparently it's a bad thing they're looking for. No, but I got some sweet Thanalan tea for you. Ah, this sophisticated aroma. It has been forever since I had a drop of sweet Thanalan. I'm going to enjoy this. What? A masked man? Don't know, don't care. Unless he's got a dark, scaly skin, stands 10 foams tall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a mama's fart. That's some strong words there. Shoo, don't bother me. If the Amal Jah overrun us, I'm blaming you. Wait, but have this delicious sweet Thanalan tea. For me? Oh, you shouldn't have. Sorry, a suspicious masked man. As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't quite make out whether it was a man or not. What with the mask and the robe. But assuming it was a he was talking with some Alamegans. I assumed he was one of them. You don't say. I have a feeling Millie would not be a cooperative LARPer. Unless she was playing the role of feral jackal. I do have Netflix, Hallelujah. I even watch it from time to time. Once in a while. Although I spend more time watching YouTube and playing games than I do watching any, like, legit shows. Alright, back to Gisselberth. Ah, you're back. So did my lookouts have aught to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. If you get any further in your investigation, seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Alamekans. For this, you'll need to win their trust. And that won't be an easy task. I'll have to choose a thing. Let's see. Ooh, an altered velveteen bandana? But I like my spectacles. This is for Disciples of War. I don't think I can wear that. Well, I'll get it anyways because, I already have spectacles. I think. Item comparison. Yeah, it's exact same silver spectacles. Okay. So I'll get the bandana. Maybe one of my other guys can wear it. Hey, look, it's Mike EL the Gamer. Seems like Dragoon and Paladin are tied on the pole. Makes sense. You had a hard time choosing between the two myself. Wait, did you play this game or you just mean in many of the other Final Fantasy games? Oh! Did you just vote for that? I mean, I guess I should have ended the poll. I didn't end it. Alright, but I'll do a new poll. I'll do a new poll when, I don't know, maybe at some point. an anime called Delicious in a dungeon, and you think I would like it. Well, hold on. Stop the press sheet. You may not have picked up on this. Even though I like Final Fantasies and some JRPGs, I'm not really what you'd call an anime fan. I tend to fall into the mildly irritated by a lot of it category. Were you recommending it to me? Well, ask your girlfriend. See if you... Oh, Bradford is good. Alright. You never played this, but you're going by your own experience with those classes and other Final Fantasy games. Okay, that's fair. Dragoon is the one I've been playing for the last few days. I've been leveling a bunch of alts. And, you know, in this game, you can switch character classes. You just, every time you start a new one, you start at level 1. So I'm leveling a bunch concurrently. So this is my summoner. I've got a white mage, which is like the classic, you know, healer. I've got a paladin, and which is a tank, and then I've got my my dragoon. But pretty much, I'm a button press away from being any one of those things. But summoner got 2 votes, while the other 2 only got 1. So there we are. It's very D&D. Very D&D-like. Plus food. Well, based on that recommendation, I'm not going to make any promises, but I'm going to take a look at it. Oh no, Brad hates it when I explain shit. Well, I just thought maybe I was just explaining why I had a poll. Right? And it's because I can be any one of those character classes at any time. And I left it up to you guys to decide. That's all I was explaining, Brad. Jeez. And then I guess I did explain a little bit about the game mechanics. Alright. Pointlessly? Yeah, probably he didn't need that if he's played Final Fantasy games. Alright. So, you determined to press on with your investigation, and I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without Alamigan's trust. The best way to win that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect, to vouch for you. Coin does the talking in Old but the Alamegans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible, a common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Gundabad belongs to the Almegan resistance, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. I'll bet that dude's daughter is well-connected. Lies and backpedaling. Yep, I'm all about it, Brad. It's just part of my nature. As a lawyer. I'm starting to get hungry. You know what, I had Taco Bell earlier, and you know how I like to order my extra burritos to eat after work? Millie, I went to the bathroom. When I came back, Millie was eating my bonus burrito. She was sitting on my bed. I thought I had it on my desk in a place where she couldn't see it. I came back from the bathroom. She wasn't even in my room when I left. I came back from the bathroom. Millie was on the bed. The wrapper was behind her on the bed. And she had the burrito centered in her mouth. And she looked up at me. Yeah. Oh, look, it's Mega EV7. Yo. You know what we say about Mega EV7? Yeah. You know. All right. Hold on a sec. forgot I'd taken these. All right. Here's the picture. Here's the culprit. Oh, this one's kind of blurry. Here's the culprit right here. Yeah, I got a better one. There she is. I came into my room, and there she was. Sitting on the bed. A true burrito feet if I ever seen one. Wrapper behind her. So, that's why I'm extra hungry. Because Millie ate my bonus burrito. It looks like she's studying the law. Well, yeah, it's true that the two books that I've got right here I had on the bed at the time. So, she could have been ready to crack open Evidence, a Structured Approach, Brad, your favorite. But, yeah, so that's what happened. That's what she did. That's what she did. Okay, now I'm looking at stuff. Okay, Final Fantasy IV. Cecil starts as a Dark Knight but becomes a Paladin partway through. That's right. Okay, I got it confused. I thought he was a Dragoon. Then he also gets reset to level 1 as a result. It's been a while. Everything causes Brad pain, though, Mike. Everything. He says don't cause Brad pain. Everything that I do. Except for very specific subset of things that I normally don't do, like play exactly the game he wants me to play. And once in a while, it so happens that the game I'm playing is a game he wants me to play, but it's very rare. It's very rare. And he strongly dislikes most of the game, or is painfully indifferent to most of the games that I play. You missed the Black Knight powers. There's Black Knights in this game, too. I didn't know that they were removed. EV23 is or Mega EV7 is randomly brought up skydiving into the conversation. Good on that. All right. Okay. How can you talk about skydiving when I'm showing you pictures of my puppy eating my burrito? You'd think everyone would be focused on that and not care about anything else. All right, so what am I doing? I need to speak with Minfilia. Oh, I have to go all the way back? I gotta go all the way back? Hmm. Let's see, can I do a favorite destination? Probably gonna regret this, but alright. That makes it cheaper if I want to teleport here. Without setting it as my home point. And how much? 251? Oh yeah, I'm gonna go straight to Laminsa. Because that's where you catch the ferry to go to that'll take you to the city where the Scion headquarters are. And this story has you reporting back to the Scion headquarters a lot. I'm getting kind of hungry. Way too early for me to be getting hungry like this. And taking the boat. Vesper Bay. All I got is crap cashews that are not very good. Trying to think. The only thing I can think of to eat is, because we have saltine crackers. They're the only, like, pick up and eat thing I can think of that's sort of a neutral. Doesn't involve cooking. You love just eating saltines? Well, then maybe I'll do that. Do I have any here? I had some, but I think I ate them already. They have those, we have a big box, but they're split up into, I think they call them fresh packs or whatever. It's like small stacks that just have like 8 crackers or something in them. So I might run and go get a fresh pack or whatever they're called of saltines. So yeah, this obnoxious bird is just gonna be following me around for the next hour. Sodium schmodium, Mike. I mean, probably not a terrible idea. And drink water. Yes, I got water right here. That's a good idea. All right, this is the head of the Scions of whatever it is that I'm part of. It's like the superhero group, sort of. It's like the closest thing to a superhero group that they have in this Eorzea, this world. Welcome back, Thandros. How fares the investigation? I see. Given all that they have suffered, it's of little wonder the Alamegan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They have had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who were displaced. As a result, a great many Almegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Would that more could be done to ease their hardships. I fear nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. Let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens there is an Alamegan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. Yeah. All right. Anything that I can use? Disciples of War. They're making it sound like I can wear this clothing, but I can't with this current character. Tina slops. Gladiator. What does this look like anyways? I think... I don't like those pants. Alright. Maybe one of my guys, maybe my paladin can use these pants. I can find out right now. Nope, they're exactly the same as the pants he's already wearing, I think. Alright, well. So much for that. Let me see. What about my tank guy? Is there anything I got and gonna fit him? Recommended gear. Nope, he's got everything good. So no, I haven't got anything that anyone can use yet. Alright, let's see what Minfilia has to say. Your Alamegan comrade is named Harry Bert. Wait, isn't that the dude? Oh, it's a different Bert. Is that the guy I've been talking to? No. He joined our cause in hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Heribert is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. Alright. There's Heribert. He looks like Gary Busey a little bit. If it isn't Thandro Summergrave, the Cheyenne's rising star, is there aught I can do for you? That's my Gary Busey voice. Doesn't like thunder. You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamigo. That's a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of Alamigan Resistance, you see, but I left all that in favor of joining the Shyhawks. While my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same. The liberation of Alamigo. For whatever reasons were, I abandoned my comrades, and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now, while I may have no more friends in the Resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda. She's a resident of Quarrymill. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray. Alright, that's kind of annoying doing nothing. Let's see, where's Quarrymill again? Black Shroud. Ah! Well, I can teleport to Black Shroud. Because that's New Grenania is in there. And 221. Now it's a little cheaper. We're going to teleport there. You're stuck in a loop of your grandson handing you random objects and telling you what color they are. Speaking of loop, look who's come back to visit. It's the Moo Monster. I have to go say hi. Here, turn this over here so you guys can see. The Moo Monster. All right. She should, he had that beef tendon that's tough for her to chew, so she goes at it, every now and then for a while. I think she just remembered it, so she's come back to enjoy some delicious beef tendon. While sitting near me while I play games, you can watch her eating her beef tendon. Maggie Evie's gonna go because it's midnight. Alright, Maggie Evie. Good night. There's a game called Freshly Frosted, free on Epic. It's a cute little puzzle game. It is my midnight. Why the hell is my grandson still up? That's a good question, Mike. It's a good question indeed. Maybe he really wants to know what color things are. Or confirm that he knows. I don't know. Whatever it is he's doing. Whatever goofy shit he's up to. Alright. Let's talk to this person. Eh? You want me to introduce you to the Resistance? Ha! Why the hell should I do that? Give me just one reason. I said this. Harrybert sent you? Grr, that worthless horse, and he abandoned his comrades, his woman. And now he has the gall to ask me for a favor? Simply incredible. Ugh. I realized Harrybert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, that's all I need to know. See the bloke over there? That's Meffred, captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. Meffred, huh? Aye, I'm Meffred, the proud man of the Alamegan Resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Captain, it's Galleon, sir. His wound's gone and festered, and he's bumming up. Oh, he's burning up. Bumming up, yeah. I don't think he's got much time. Gods damn it. I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. If Galleon dies, his blood is on their hands. These quarry mill cravens would turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment, but I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try. He's getting colors correct. There you go. That's good. One of Meffred's in bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help, truly I do. They're my countrymen, after all, but that would mean going against the elemental's will. I've been at Quarrymill long enough to know how right terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'd be Charlene, Hamlet's resident healer. If you take the matter to her, she might be as she'll listen, though I wouldn't get my hopes up. Maybe if I put on my white mage costume. Hearers are like and the hearers are like variants of white mages. So I'd be like, hey, guess what? I'm a white mage just like you all. You wish to aid the Alamegans? You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant your wish. This authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the Twelveswood. All outsiders, be they babes of the breast or men grown, are judged of a night whether they may have a place beneath the boughs. Alas, the Alamegans' petition have been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have leave to receive the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial, and ever shall it be. Alright, sounds like a bunch of pretentious bullshit way of saying they don't want to help. Alright, well I guess I put on my white mage costume for nothing. So that's how it be then. Bloody hero might as well kill Galleon herself. Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody will. I can't wait until the resistance is free of this place. I led my men to Quarrymill, hoping to find refuge. Instead, we found indifference. Cold-blooded bastards here want us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is, some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hells, Galleon can't even stand. As you well know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us, so I have no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland, long antelope horn is a traditional remedy with poison-purging properties. If you can bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd be forever in your debt. Alright. Yeah, looks like I can get some horns up there. Ah. Hey, where'd my chocobo go? I don't know, man. Alright, wait. Oh, I need to resummon my carbuncle. There we go. What are you doing? Oh, I think she's chewed that long enough that it's starting to hurt her teeth. Alright, chill out, Moo. Just stop chewing it. If it's bothering you, just stop chewing it. Alright. Well, that's all the fighting I needed to do. What are you? You're not harassing poor... No, harassing poor Chauncey, are you, you silly girl? Yeah, are you being nice? What are you doing, silly? Are you up to no good? Alright, what are you chewing on? Drop it. Drop it. Alright, well, whatever it is, it'll be in her poop in the morning. Yeah. What are you up to? Why don't you relax? Get to look here. Oh, man. Okay. Sorry, I just need to fuss on her a little bit. Yeah. You just need to be fussed on a little bit. I know you're tired. I know you're sleeping too, girl. Okay. I see you looking at me. Okay. Sorry, got a little distracted. She's being very adorable. She's just laying there. I mean, she's kind of playful. She's kind of tired. She's just laying there looking at me. And just ever so gently wanting to bite me. Okay. Alright, so we got their, like, antelope horns or whatever it is they need to cure their people. Ah, you're back. Tell me you've got 4 horns with you. Yeah, right there, long antelope horns. You're a godsend adventurer. Plays Ralger. There's at least one man in this place who gives a damn. Now we just need to find a way to prepare them. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Buscaron. As a matter of fact, I do. He's an innkeeper in the next town over. Tavern keeper. Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they're from. He is a stand-up guy, I will say. Seeing as he runs a tavern, he's like to have the tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to him to have him ground them down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Fireman here. Godspeed. All right. That's all right, then we just head out. Follow the road out of town this way. Should take us straight there. What are you doing, Moo? What are you doing, Goof? What are you doing? Yeah. Why don't you should just relax. It's late, you should go sleep. Lay your weary head down. What do you think, man? Yeah, do you need my attention? Okay. I'm gonna fuss on her for another minute because she's, you know. What are you doing, girl? What are you doing? She being a little rambunctious. Trying to bite? Yeah, you can't, can you? Because I'm too good. Can't get to my hand. Good. I know how to not get bit. Yeah, you have fun. Are you having fun? Hey, all right. Okay. Hey, how about we take a break? Do you think we take a break, huh? Can we take a break? Yeah, can we take a break? Hey, let's take a break. What do you think? Okay. All right, maybe I need to. I think she's like, she's this close to passing out, but she also is she's like fighting it. So, and I'm still obviously awake and making sounds and being animated, making silly voices. So, you know. All right, look, it's Buscaron. Okay, I'm gonna join. This is this one guy. Oh, I need level sync. Oh, that was over quick. I mean, that one happened right in front of my right in front of my face. Aye, Thandros, ever a sight for sore eyes. How fares the adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. You've got something to show me. Yes, these long antelope horns, please. Alright, what is she doing back there? Hey. Hold on. I gotta see what she's up to. What are you doing down there? Come on up. Come on. Come on up. Look at that. That's pretty good stuff, huh? All right. Well, you gotta stay calm, and maybe you get some more treats. Yeah. She's like, I see you brought 2 more of those milk bones over. She's like, I see them on your desk. You gotta stay. Stay. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. You want one more? Okay. There you go. Well, these look like good old antelope horns. Need them ground down to make medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of this stuff I had in my stores. I'm no stranger to the remedy. An Almegan friend once used it to treat my festering wounds years and years ago. Safe to say he saved my life. I just lost all momentum. Time for a little 27 innings of baseball. You think this would help the 27 innings of baseball move right along too, Brad? It just sort of reset everything. She's sitting there drooling. Like there's all this drool on the edge of the bed because she knows there's another treat over here. You think Millie would love it? I know, no. Can you come back up? Come on. Come on up. Oh, you okay? Are you okay? Okay. All right. And that's all. They're all gone now. So now you need to just chill out, you know? I think Millie would probably love it. But you know what? If she saw me playing a ball in here, don't you think that might just get her overexcited? Then she'll remember she wants to play fetch with everything that she owns. That's her new thing now, is playing fetch with everything. And we make up variations of fetch. She likes to sit on the bed and throw stuff off the edge, and me throw it back to her. It's like a real game. Like, we just go back and forth. I actually hold my hand under the bed. She drops the thing, and then I go over and I throw it, and then she catches it, and I put my hand down, she drops it, and then I do it again, over and over and over again. What's that? This is for an Almegan soldier in Quarry Mill. Hey, so it comes full circle. Well, I hope it helps a poor sod as needs it. Oh, and don't worry your little head about payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me, I reckon. That's a shit game? Well, I mean, she likes it. So is it really, if it's something that brings her joy, is it really shit? She say there aren't too many games in the dog's arsenal. It's not like the dog's suddenly gonna whip out a chessboard or some shit. Brad's like, why can't you learn to play chess, dog? Chess is an intellectual's game. This drop the thing off the edge of the bed is something like a fucking dog would do. Right, Boo? That music plays in a lot of different places, but yeah, that's the where'd she go? I don't trust her the way she's acting right now. Alright, so I think she's just discovered that it's cool enough outside, finally, for her to want to hang out on the balcony. So that's what she's doing right now. We'll see how long that lasts. I have a feeling because we got her poo pads out there now, I have a feeling she's probably about to have a poo and then eat it, and then come back in here and want to lick my face. But I can't stand here and watch her. I just have a feeling that's how things are going to play out over the next 10 minutes. She's going to come back here and be super friendly. I'll be all like, I love you. I want to lick my face and lick my hands. And then I'll figure out that she just ate a poo. You think she's smart enough for checkers? How thick is your coat? She's got a coat that's too thick now. It's over 100 for a lot of summer here. I mean, she's got a double coat, so it's thick. Yeah, it's thick. She's gonna be shedding, she'll be shedding like crazy. She already is shedding like crazy because she's coming out of winter. So she's shedding her, dogs like that, they get their winter coats, and then when it gets hot, they shed a bunch of fur, so it's gonna get lighter, but it's thick. She's warm, she pants a lot. I mean, a lot of time when she was just sitting here, even during the stream, she's just sitting there, like, panting. It is well to see you returned. Have you the medicine for our brother? Yes, I do. God bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Galleon receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow Captain to rest easier. It has been a terrible burden on him trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend. Oh, and I can choose heavy iron gauntlets. Sniper of War, all classes. Fingerless goatskin gloves. I have a feeling I've already got all this shit. I'll get the gauntlets. Anya has a double coat too. I mean, supposedly the breeds, they're able to, her breed anyway, is reputed to be able to, they're fairly rugged and can handle being in lots of different climates, but she gets hot easily. She doesn't get warm easily. Adventurer, Galleon has gone missing. Wow, didn't we just bring the cure for that guy? He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition is likely to deteriorate to where it was before, or worse. We need you to help us find him, and quickly. Start by asking Albreda. We might let's see. Might be as the woman seen something. Her coat was really thin when you got her, but that's no longer true. Yeah, Millie's coat has gotten... It was always kind of big, but before it was sort of light and fluffy. And now it's gotten definitely more, dense and still thick. So, I think her coat's gotten warmer. Finally, it's about time you came asking about Galleon. I watched him leave Quarrymill some time ago. And he left me this sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it till someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That is why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way safely to little Almigo. Sigh. Blast it! Would that I'd known what he was thinking. I'd have stopped this folly myself. The love Galleon bears for his brothers is so strong. He's willing to sacrifice himself for them. But make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. Yep, time to tell the captain. Out in the wilds, alone, that fool. That great big sentimental fool. My men and I will scour the wood for Galleon. Please help us find him before something terrible happens. Sure. We're gonna go out this way looking for him. then? Oh. I seem to have lost the road. Or something. Looks like he's in here somewhere. Uh-oh. Alright, it's gonna take all these guys out. Target not in line of sight. Alright, target the bastard. Oh, apparently I did need to kill all those guys. Oh, here he is in this cave behind their camp. Galleon, you fool! Watch out, a goblin! Alright. Oh, another one? Any more? Oh, look how woozy he is. Galleon! Captain, but why? You should all be on your way. Why do you... Who do you take us for? We're Almegans, and Almegans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, goddammit, the oath to reclaim our homeland. We'll set foot on Almegan soil again, together. Or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let's return to our brothers. Oh, and don't even think you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing, you'll wish we didn't find you. I can't thank you enough for saving Galleon. We'll see you back at Quarry Mill. Alright. Oh, I think I didn't need to fight those goblins at all. This road would have taken me, like, straight to it. Or is this road? Nah, I can't even fucking tell. But I didn't need to fight the goblins. Not that I regret it, but it just was unnecessary. Wait. Oh, there's a guy. Galleon's expecting to make a full recovery. We'll linger here till he's strong enough to take the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. All classes. Cycle of war. Hey, I'll take those altered goat skin moccasins. What do they look like? Hey, they look cool. They look better than what I'm wearing now. Ooh, level 34, baby. Oh, weapon copper. What's that? I think it opens up a random weapon. A goatskin grimoire, you say? Oh, what I've got is better. Alright, whatever. Well, let's see, though. The gloves and shoes are better, though. Oh, those shoes look like ass. Oh, well. They're slightly better than what I got. Eat the grimoire. You know I will do that with a certain power that I have. The game will not accommodate. You think Millie's eating her shit so much right now? She probably is. She's probably smacking down good and hard right now. You're making... Just you saying that is making me want to go check. In fact, you know what, Brad? Now you got me thinking about it. Don't worry, I'll be quick. You Brad, you were right. Well, she wasn't eating it when I went out there, but in the short time since I'd last seen her, two things occurred. A, she did poo, and two, the poo indeed showed evidence of having been tampered with. Because she likes to, like, break them apart. So, when she's eating, she likes to, like, crumble it, like, into pieces. So I found a bunch of poo pieces, which is the first surefire sign. Yeah. Oh, you probably want to be all cuddly now, don't you? No. I gave her milk bone. What are you being weird now for, huh? But she thinks I got more snacks. Yeah. And the fact is, I did get a fresh pack of saltines, but I'm not going to eat them while she's in here. Oh, did you get closed in? I don't have anything. I don't have anything. No, we're not gonna play. I'm not gonna play mouth wrestles right now. That's definitely not happening. Just so fucking gross. Yeah, well, you know. You know. Dogs will be dogs. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall that you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend to my people. Ask me anything and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Almigo? That's all? Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well, I'll provide you with a letter to show to Gundabald. The old bear was my mentor when I first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I've no doubt he will do all in his power to aid you. Alright. Now I gotta show the recommendation. And I did favor that location, so it should be cheaper for me to teleport there. Yep. 210 gil. That's a bargain. That's true. I've never seen a cat eating shit. I don't know that it doesn't ever happen, but I don't recall that ever being a problem with cats that I've had. Right now, she's not paying attention though. Let's see if I can eat a cracker. She's got like radar senses, sonar. We can tell at 50 yards if I'm eating something. So I bet she shows up. Bet she shows up as soon as I take my first crunch out of this thing. I got my fresh pack of saltines. Yeah. What do you think of that, Brad? You finished Revelation Space, so you know what you're dying to read right now. Revelation Space 2 or Raymond Feist. That's saltines. Just plain saltines. 5 stars. I'm glad I could do at least one thing during this stream to bring you joy, Brad. You're gonna read Raymond Feist now, okay. Are you reading Magician's Apprentice? Is that the first one? Magician's Apprentice? That's the book that I bought that I had identified as where I was going to start. That is the first one. Is that one I've got right here? There is Magician's Apprentice. I've got it. I've also got the like audiobook version. I can't remember if I bought the Kindle version with it, but I have the audiobook and I got this. I think I got this at a used bookstore. That's not gross and sexist like the Wheel of Time. Yeah, it's fine. Kind of typical Tolkienshire opening. A little more human emotional stuff. Yeah, I want to say I got like 100 pages in. And I was kind of enjoying it. It felt, felt kind of a very, like, I want to say generic, but felt kind of generic fantasy. But, yeah, I don't know. I think I just, I go from book to book. So I have a hard time focusing on books because I always want to like, I change my mind and I get excited to read something else. I get a little generic, but that stops being the case at some point. I have a feeling, like, it seems like the people that read his stuff end up really liking it. And I don't hear a lot of people bitching. Like when people talk about Robert Jordan, it seems like almost everyone I know, or everyone that I've heard of who's read all the Jordan books, they're like, yeah, I read them all twice, but I don't recommend them. They're very cautionary about, like, whether they think they're good or not. You're into the Packton Park with the dark asshole elves and goblins and whatnot. Oh, you got further than I did. There was no action going on. I think when I read it, as far as I got, the only action was is he got like in a fight with the local bully or something. That was about it. There's someone else in court who's he has like a rivalry with. About the whole 4-book Riftwar saga. Okay. After watching, hey, it's this one again. I don't know if it's the same name, but it's the one that saw all the people with disease, with a Z's on them at the end. And then he said that YouTube's recommended me your streams. Ah. Well, welcome back. Oh yeah, you got all 4 of them, and because it saved you $3. Oh, that makes my heart happy, Brad. Saving a little money. Yep. Let me see. Why have you returned? You're not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. And I got my recommendation now. You spoke with Mefred? It has been so long since I last heard from him, and I feared him dead. 12 be praised. Whoever you are, Mefred sees you as a friend, and any friend of Mefred's is a friend of mine. I know this masked stranger you seek. I will tell you what I can. Oh, wow. Revelation Space was really, really, really good. That's 3 reallys, Brad. Holy shit. All right. Yeah. Alternate. That's fair. Well, especially like Feist is... I mean, how many books in that series? Like 12 books? I mean, all told, he wrote a bunch of books in that world. There's no Robert Jordan volume of shit, I don't think. But, you know, still... The outsider resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been appearing near Little Almigo of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their trysts. But they're not likely to yield the information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may well feel obliged to talk. All right. The first is a set of only 4 books. There's a later series you haven't purchased. Just see if I have any interest in that. All right. A masked man? No idea what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be. They're tight-lipped. Tight-lipped, loose-lipped sink ships, they say. Thunderbolt sent you. Listen. I told them it was a bad idea. All that tripe about believing the masked man and... Oh, you don't know anything about this. Why didn't you say so to start with? You can't throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me not to think I'm in for it. Alright, well. Alright. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of Revelation Space before, which I'm a little surprised because I went through a phase where I was like super looking into like sci-fi, popular sci-fi series. How did you find that series? Sifrid. Whoop, hello. What? Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let's see. Nope, I can't say I have, but I'll be sure to tell all my friends you're looking for them. That was ominous. Feel like I'm about to get ambushed for someone saying something like that. Oh, is this a recommendation from a friend? Okay. There's been a bunch of skulking about. Right suspicious. Right suspicious like. But I've got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see it, and that there's trouble. Mark my words. Alright, time to go report to their boss. And have a cracker.
So you have indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man. That is most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming, it can't lead to no good end. There's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned in me as well. 2 decades ago, the same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Alamigo. Naught would do but to depose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got a revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize we'd been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Alamigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time. Though the young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they are like to commit a great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me. All right. Time for a vote. Hey, adventurer, you done talking with old Bear? I got a message for you from Wilred. Lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed you've won over Gundabald and wants a word with you. Says he'll be waiting over at the craggy area north of here. Sounds like a fucking trap. They hear I've been nosing around. And that guy is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna tell all my friends you've been asking. Probably that guy. Yeah, I'm shocked at how much I'm enjoying these saltines. You know I'm really desperate for a snack. If, like, just plain saltines, I'm like, god damn, this is good. Well, it's just like eating plain dry biscuits or something. I could have just gone out the other door, couldn't I? The salt part is very real. But one thing too is, you know, I like Ritz, but I think Ritz has a lot higher fat content. Oh wait, I forgot. I do have a bag of little. It's Daryl Leah. I don't know. It's soft Australian licorice. Original black licorice flavor. Usually I'm not into black licorice, but we got some. And now since we don't have any other candy in the house, it starts to sound really good sometimes. Salt is satisfying. Have a little salt. And a little black licorice. Oh, Brad. They're known for their soft licorice. Whether that was a mistake or what, maybe it's too hot, it's all melted in Australia. Like, hey, mate. I got some soft Australian licorice. Nah, I can't do Australian right now. Australian licorice. It's the soft, melty kind. Wait a minute. That's wrong. This is not the way I want to go. Yeah. It's not one of my stronger accents. Yep, I think I'm gonna have to fight through these guys. Alright, more of these. What are you talking about? I'm from Australia. All us folks in Australia talk like this. Alright, we have more of this Australian licorice. That's what brings out my inner Australian. Hi, lass. Thanks for coming, friend. There's no ordinary outsider who can gain the trust of the old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you, to discuss something in private. I'm still getting ambushed right now. Tell me, why are you snooping about? Did the Empire send you, or someone else? Coral got your tongue? No matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get him! Uh-oh. Well, Wilrid. That's not to suggest your Irish accent was good. Well, it's especially bad considering I wasn't trying to do one. Well, then I was, and that also was not good, I'm sure. You're stronger than you look. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like. But nothing short of death could make us give can make us give up our fight. We're going to obtain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it, we'll reclaim our homeland. You young fool. Here, you should relax and have a saltine. Oh. If only the youth today would just slow down and eat some crackers. And just skip all this foolishness. Would you say baseball doesn't make me? Super Mega Baseball. It would make me read a lot, but it would still make me tired. Yeah. That was an elite. But it's true. It's a lot of reading. Here, since Millie's not here, fix the camera a little bit. Oh, yeah. Attacked by Wilrid and his cronies, that they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, the young fools are like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. I see. Oh, that cowl. But I bet that cowl looks dumb as shit. Alright, let's see. I cannot equip headgear. My headgear is 18 and 32. That makes me actually like less good stuff. Armor. War. That sure looks dumb too. Alright, I'm just gonna take the money. I don't need this shirt. Can you just give me the money? Gundam needs your help. Okay. Wilrid mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? Was the dark, shadowy figure in the cloak's got weird power, I'm sure. Gundabald. Bertiana? Bertliana? Gods preserve, what happened? I was out foraging. When the corpse brigade came, they took me to their hideout and they uh-oh, what did they do? My whole life they laughed at me. They said that I suffer because I cling to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Almegans? Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustains us. Be strong. I swear to you, those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone know of this? Wilrid, he saw me outside. He was so angry. Wilrid's a prick. I must tend to Bertliana. In the meantime, you need to go find out what the young ones make of this. I fear they may do something rash. Ah. The young one. I'm just like supposed to talk to random people. Soldiers of resistance, goddammit, everywhere in the moment. How to be spent trying to liberate people. Everywhere I look, I see nothing but layabouts. Oh, that wasn't one of the people to talk to. Who am I supposed to talk to? Ascertain the youth's intentions. Apparently, oh, I see something sparkling back here. Here's a map. Probably some sort of a plan to ascertain the youth's intentions. Okay, 1 of 5. Uh-huh. Now my fingers are sticky from handling that soft Australian licorice. A riled lass. Alright, let's see what she has to say. What those animals did to Bertliana is unforgivable. And to think they look down on us. Well, I'll suffer this humiliation no more. I'm with Wilrid to the bitter end. I'm not afraid of a few lizards. You doubt it's better than red vines, disgusting though they are? You forget, I enjoy red vines. Hey, look, a hunting knife. What's this little door down here for? Nothing. Surely you must see that the last 20 comments have been me. Surely you can play a game I might actually enjoy. Or read me some evidence, a structured approach. But aren't you enjoying this fun banter that we're having, Brad? Even though, I mean, I don't still understand why you don't love Final Fantasy XIV. It seems like, by all objective standards, you should think this game is awesome. Oh, mighty Ralger, Lord of Destruction, we implore you, lend us your strength, and put an end to the suffering of your people. A little Irish. Ah! You're here to interfere again. Well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes. And no one will dare oppress us ever again. You love the banter. We could do that with a different game. That's true. This is the game I'm into, man. I'm into it right now. I'll tell you that. There's another wild view. If this planet succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. Might be as Gundabald's content to eke out an existence in this musty old cave, but I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Now, where in the seven hells did I put that bloody map? That's the one that I took, huh? Well, Minesweeper and evidence? Do you think that'd be better than this? This JRPG? This JRPG that I'm playing, Brad? Gone, the whole lot of them. Then it is as I feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands. But what exactly is it that they mean to do? Well, look, I found this dagger and this knife. What's this? A hunting knife and a map of Zakran. Wait, you said Wilred spoke of crystals, did you not? But they couldn't possibly mean to. By the gods, this is rank madness. The young fools are untrained and unbloodied all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Amalda are. They'll be butchered before they get within 100 yards of the crystals. They are headed east. If we hurry, we may yet find them before it's too late. Hello. I wonder about the dungeon. How the hell do I get out of here? Alright. There we go. Would it make you feel better if I turn the Chocobo music back on when I ride the Chocobo? Oh no, I ate all my crackers. The whole fresh pack. Ooh. Oh, this guy's on my hunting journal. That would make you feel slightly worse? Well, then I definitely will not do that. I don't want you to feel even worse. All right. So this way? Oh wait, now I want to see if any of my other guys have these guys on their Scholar, Paladin. Just want to see if these were on any of my other character classes' hunting logs. The hunting logs are per character. So resummon my little carbuncle. All right, I think it's this little valley down here. Alright, it's an instance. Wilred. Did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. Pull yourself together, lad. We were going to make an offering to the crystals to Ralger to summon him, just like the masked man taught us. We plotted to sneak into Zankret and make off with the lizardmen's cash. But they caught us, and so many dead, gods forgive me. Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls. Uh-oh, is that the masked guy? Oh no, it's the lizard man. I regret our young one's transgressions, but a soul is too high a price for youthful folly. For all their failings, they are the hope of the Alamigan people. This hope I will guard with my life. Alright. Guess I'm gonna help. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's are those Empire people here? Same rules, fights look the same. Problem with your game is, okay, that it's not a Final Fantasy game narratively. It plays more or less like any other MMORPG. Alright, that's fair. No, when I say, how could you not like this? It's just another JRPG. I do acknowledge that it doesn't, it's not like watching me play Bravely Default 2. Alright? I know it. But yeah. It's definitely different pacing, and it feels more plays like any other MMORPG. And in some ways, it's a lot different than any other MMORPG, but in a lot of fundamental ways, you're right. I mean, it's just like the overall game beats are are consistent. It just does things differently. It does a lot of things in it like from it's basically like a different angle, right? Your skill at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a man like you. The battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Almigo. Wait! We've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there, ripe for the picking. Have you learned nothing, Wilrid? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? What? No. No one said anything about that. The masked men told us we could defeat the Empire if we summoned Ralgur. He swore. Enough. I heard the rest of this sorry tale back in Little Almigo. I dare say Thandros will wish to hear it as well. You like ESO slightly more, just because you're more interested in the world. Okay, so Final Fantasy doesn't really have a world. So Final Fantasy 14 just jams a lot of stuff from very... Well, yeah, that's like... Sort of like every Final Fantasy, it's its own world. And the same is true here. It's doing what other Final Fantasy games do in that respect. Except it is in the setting of an MMO. So, I mean, the good news is, if you like MMOs and you like Final Fantasy, it's a magical combination. And, you know, it turns out for me that, in fact, I do like both of those things. So, this scratches like a dual itches for me. Why can't I use that door? I'd really like to. And that's the funny thing is, like, ESO, I can't get into it, like, as an MMO. There's things like they do level scaling. I don't like that. I don't like the character classes. There are things I like about that game, but then there's always like I always end up like losing interest. I think level scaling too. They didn't always do that, but I don't like it level scaling. Well, I guess the Elder Scrolls games do level scaling too. But... No more lies, Wilrid. Tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared, the masked stranger. He told us about summoning Ralgur, about the crystals, and then just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from the squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known. There's no solution, nothing we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts. Listen to me, Wilrid. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Al Amigo lives on within us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy. But whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider. I won't, I promise. Thank you for saving me, and I'm sorry I tried to kill you. You know, no hard feelings. My thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Al Amigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you'll always be welcome here. Alright. Oh, and I turned level 35. Okay. Hey, he wants to wish you well on your investigation. Would that we had more information to offer, but Wilrid told you. Well, what Wilrid told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. If left unchecked, the man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you find and put a swift end to this creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. Report to Milfinia. I could do that, but he just turned level 35, which means he's eligible for the next stage in his quest. And his personal summoner quest. So I think I'm going to do that next. And we're going to take a flight out to Limsa Laminsa. The airship. Limsa Laminsa. For 120 gil. I saved money again. At some point, I might give ESO a good... Like, I've always meant to go and give it a good shot. Just whenever I do, I kind of bounce off of it. But you also said you only liked ESO slightly more. Which means you only hate it a little bit less. Oh, Johnny Wench. Okay. I think I go to the Arcanist Guild for my next quest. Although I'm not sure. I think there was a guy in the Marauders Guild that I was getting the actual quest from. I'll go to the Arcanist Guild. If it's not there... What does this person want? Okay, so that's for Scholar, which I'm not doing at the moment. Alright, maybe I can get a hint from my duty recommendations. Huh. Now I gotta remember where his next quest was. I'll check the Marauders Guild, but I think that was the Scholar. Who was I learning Summoner from? Oh, hold on. It was this guy. This quest is not yet available. Okay, Scholar. So wait, where... Now I'm trying to remember. God, I leveled so many different character classes. Who was I learning Summoner from? And I want to say that they might have said something like, I couldn't get the next special thing in Summoner until we defeated the next Primal, which is the big elementals in this game that are part of the main storyline, which I haven't done yet. Well, let's see. Well, this occurred to me. It's 11:30 anyways. I should probably wrap it up for the night. I'm tired. I was like, why I'm tired? And I looked and it's 11:30. So, I should probably call it a night, you guys. Especially now that I realize that I'm sleepy. And it's 11:30. Am I wide awake? Is that really what's happened right now? Am I wide awake, Brad? Oh no, evidence structured approach. Oh, definitely not up for that tonight. Yeah, I know it's gonna be yet another reason for you to hate Final Fantasy, but the fact that I've basically been reading for the last 4 hours or 3 hours or whatever it's been, it's like, I don't want to read it like out of a law book now. Tired of talking. Tired of... Maybe I should have just played baseball like Brad said. I should have just played baseball the whole time. I'm very resistant to good ideas. It's true. The answer isn't baseball? Hey, Nick. Welcome. Hey, Nick, have you been here this whole time? Secretly lurking as you did other things? Baseball. No, I don't think I'm going to play baseball. I think I'm going to probably end up bringing this stream to a pretty swift close. Although, Nick, have you heard from Joss lately? I'm curious how Joss is doing. He doesn't come into streams anymore, like, ever. So, even though I fish for him sometimes, almost every stream, at the end of the lullaby, I'll say something about Joss, but he's not here. So I'm starting to think, like, he's really not coming back, at least not right now. Like, his life he's in a different chapter of his life. You've been lurking and drawing. You heard the repellent idea of baseball that broke your lurk? Oh my gosh. Well, if Nick doesn't like baseball, I guess I can never play baseball. Wait, no, that's not how I do my stream. But I'm glad to know that not everyone... It would be harder if everyone wanted me to play baseball. And I only wanted to play games that nobody wanted to watch. I should base my decisions on volume of comments. Well, it's true, Brad, that the largest volume of comments comes from a proponent of me playing baseball. Last time you talked to Joss was in May. Okay, so like a month ago. He's been busy. Yeah, that's what I gathered. Well, I hope he's doing okay. I'm not offended that he's not showing up. I just used to seem like he, he always would make a presence, and we haven't seen him. I feel like I haven't seen him like this year. But, I don't know. It's been a while. So. Alright, you guys. Hey, Joss, you there? Maybe if if he was here, he probably, when I started eating those saltines, he probably took off. I'm like, God damn it. Eating crunchy things in the microphone again. Screw this channel. Just when I thought it was safe to come back. Alright, you guys. Now, I'm gonna, I'm gonna kill this stream pretty quick here. But, you know, look forward to next week for more Final Fantasy XIV. Right, Brett? I know, maybe next week, even if I'm still playing Final Fantasy XIV, I'll think of something else to play. Like, maybe, No Man's Sky in VR. You know, something fun like that. Aww. Alright, you guys. Here, this is what's gonna happen now. It's just gonna happen just like this. Boom. I'm so funny. Go to sleep and good night. Your eyes are getting so heavy. Go to sleep now, Brad Pritchard, Eva 23, and Nixie, and fourth unidentified person. I'll be waiting for you in your dreams. Maybe it is Sasuke11002, who, after watching Zepla HQZ, MTQ Capture Z, Athar's Savix Z, Matsui Zekai, Asmongold Z, Purple Rodri Z, Wikijikajiji Final Fantasy 14, YouTube Z, Video Z, YouTube Z recommended me your streams. What? Holy shit. Yeah, look who it is. It's Joss. Were you sitting there that whole time when I was crying and whining about how much pain I was in? That I hadn't seen Joss in a long time? How much I worry about Joss? Look, you even made me turn the camera back on. Joss. Oh, you just opened the stream. I was literally just asking Dick, like, hey, I know he's been busy, but I feel like I haven't seen Joss in like forever. Like, at every stream I end, like during the thing, I'll say something about Joss, like after the lullaby. No, because sometimes you're lurking, and then I'll say your name, and you'll be like, I'm here, or whatever. And but I do it every week, and there's no Joss, and I get sadder and sadder and sadder. But Nick said you're busy. You just opened the stream. I'm really busy and haven't been able to lurk or do much. Alright, that's fair. Just like work and stuff. Just like work stuff and whatever. I won't pry because it could be a bunch of shit. I don't know, it's more than just work. Could be a bunch of shit. But well, I'm glad to see you, man. I'm glad to see you check in. And yeah, we all remember you here. At every stream I bring you up. Where's Joss? Wonder how Joss is doing. Wonder when we're gonna see Joss again. Wonder how where he is tonight, under the same moon. Switching jobs, so maybe you'll catch streams again soon. It's honestly, it's okay if you can. But I just know for a long time you were busy, but you'd still be lurking. And if I mentioned your name at the end of the stream, you'd mysteriously appear. So I got a little spoiled of being like, hey, if I say Joss's name, he appears. And then for like the last several months, that hasn't been the case. And I was like, guess she's gone now. So that's not how it was. How was it, Brad? Give Brad a second to set the record straight. While I eat this soft Australian licorice. Original flavor. Black licorice. Don't worry, Joss, it's not crunchy. Not like almonds or cashews. I ignored his first 5 comments. I did? talking about? No, this is black licorice. They're like little black licorice pieces. It would be just like me to, like, for Joss would come in at the whole time I'm being like, where's Joss? And then once seen Joss, where's Joss been? And for him to have been in the chat being like, I'm right here. And I just didn't notice. Oh no, but wait, Joss says he has been talking the whole time. I'm not messing with him. I'm making correct accusations about the past. Alright. That's fair. It's Australian black licorice, mate. There. How was that? I didn't... There's only 3 words, so I didn't go Irish. Hey, yeah, you got it, Jess. Thanks for surfacing and saying hi. So, it's good to see you, and I hope you're hanging in there. And I hope things lighten up for you a little bit. And maybe we could see more of you. But if we can't, I understand. That's totally fine. Well, full stream is like, I don't know. That's more than I could even hope for. But if it happens, it happens. Maybe you could help keep Nick engaged. Because Nick does a lot of lurking these days. Although Nick is here most of the time, I think. Because mostly I talk to Evie and Brad these days. My streams are not big. They've gotten ever smaller and smaller. So luckily there's a couple people that do a lot of chatting. So, you know. All right. Now we're going to go back here. We got here. Oh, good night, and so forth. It's a good night for everyone, especially because Joss came here. After so long, I'll do a special song just for Joss. Good night, Joss. Good night to Joss. Thanks for being here. I hope you get good sleep. I promise you won't have any nightmares, and I won't do anything creepy while you're trying to rest.